First of all, before we get started, I just want to say that if you hear explosions going off in the back, that's because there are Nimrods on my block who wanted July to come early. With that said, here we go. So, we are at numero dos in the... Where's my phone? I'm looking for my phone. Numero dos in the Final Destination franchise. And we're at the good one. One of the good ones. I don't know if there's another really good one because we haven't seen 5 yet. But we're at my favorite so far. Final Destination 2 came out 2003, 3 years after the first, which I'm kind of surprised it took them 3 years to make a sequel to Final Destination, but regardless, here we are. And I honestly feel like this is kind of a forgotten movie in this series. People mostly talk about the first one because of how good it is. Not me. I don't think that. Or the fourth one because of how horrendous it is, or how 5 is probably the best. But I really don't hear people talk about Final Destination 2 at all. Other than people talking about how great the opening action sequence is, I really don't see people talking about Final Destination 2, and I honestly think it's a crime. Because I think Final Destination 2 is fucking awesome. It's much better than the first movie. The first movie, to me, I feel like it doesn't know what it wants to be yet. This movie's like, yeah, we know what we're doing. And we're going in. So, Kevin, your thoughts on Final Destination numero dos?
I really enjoyed that film. It was probably one of my favorites in the series. I've only watched up to 3, so I only watched the first 3. But out of the 3, obviously 2 was my favorite because of how fast-paced, at least for me, it was. And especially that opening sequence with the Route 23 pileup. That was amazing. I loved it.
So, again, you guys know we're not going in depth with these movies. We're just... I'm not a walking zombie today, which is a positive for the movie, which I'll get into, but, yeah. I'm not gonna be like I was on the first review, and I apologize if you were upset by that, but let's face it, the first movie is fucking boring, so here we are. So, Final Destination 2 starts with a bunch of people getting absolutely fucked on a highway. Now, I like the sequences, but I hate the whole, like, I'll give you an example. In the first one, when Alex sits in the thing and he unhooks the tray table and the thing breaks, and it's like a dun 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 moment. I hate those moments. I honestly really hate them. They're annoying. You know, it's annoying because most of the time when it happens, you're just like, oh my god, yes, I get it, bro. But, yeah, I've never liked them. They're really annoying. With that said, this leads to the epic highway sequence. You know, they start playing Highway to Hell in the beginning of this. Number one, I love that. That's a hilarious joke. Second of all, that's pretty accurate as to what happens here. Fucking hilarious. This one isn't really so much a funny one, like a funny opening. It's more like the best way to describe Final Destination 2, this is Michael Bay's wet dream. That is how I will describe Final Destination 2. It is Michael Bay's wet dream. Why? Because there are so many explosions in this movie. And I mean, there are so many explosions. Oh my god. There's so many, dude. But, you know, this scene in particular, it's literally Michael Bay's wet dream. You know, Michael Bay would watch this, and he was probably like, oh my god, yes, yes. Yes. Transformers, yes. This is what I will be doing for my Transformers, Paramount. But, yeah. In all seriousness, you know, the first action sequence is awesome, you know. Is it my favorite Final Destination opening? Yes. Why? Because unfortunately the fourth one could have been if it, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil the surprise. Just gonna Final Destination 4's opening is a missed opportunity. We'll say that. But yeah, this opening is probably my favorite. It's really cool. It's really fun. The kills, almost all of them are fucking brutal. The cop gets the worst one, bro. Out of no, bro. This man was just cruising in his cruiser when he gets absolutely annihilated by a log. First of all, the practical effects in this movie, you gotta give it to them, man. They're not, but
I heard they used very little in it. I don't know. I don't think they used a lot of it. A lot of it was all practical.
listen. It's not Final Destination 4 where it looks like a PS2 video game for half the time. Again, I'm not gonna get into it, but you know they did a good job with the practical effects. There's a lot of practical effects with dummies and fake blood and shit. All that stuff is great. You know, I'm all for that stuff. I actually think the acting is a lot better in this movie than it is in most of these movies. We're gonna get into bad acting with Final Destination 4. You know what? How about I stop mentioning Final Destination 4 before I pop a brain vessel and just say fuck this review and start reviewing Final Destination 4? The acting in this movie I think is pretty solid for the most part. For a Final Destination movie at least. Because, you know, when you get into these movies you expect like Friday the 13th level acting. So, I actually think the acting's not too bad in this movie. I think the characters are much more enjoyable in this. In the first one, I didn't really give a shit about anybody, including Alex. In this movie, I like the return of Clear, which I made a joke about it when I was watching the movie. Who the fuck names their kid Clear? But, I really like Ali Larter as the character in both movies. She is better in this movie than she was in the first one. I like where they took her character. The fact that she's, you know, holding herself hostage in a padded cell. I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, realistically, didn't seem all that bad. I mean, that padded cell looked pretty comfortable if you asked me. Nice cushioning, no curfew, you know, right? I mean, shit. I wouldn't mind sitting up in there. Shit, unlimited meals, no problem. But yeah, I really like Ali Larter. I also liked AJ Cook as Kimberly. I think she did a pretty okay job. The cop, Michael Landis as Burke, really fun. Tony Todd's cameo, once again, very good. Candyman himself. Very good. Those are pretty. That's pretty. Let's see. What else? There's not really a lot to say with this movie. You know, it's kind of just. Let's talk about the kills, because that's what we're here for. Kills I'd say are better than the first. There's not a very stupid kill in this movie. I think all of the kills are actually really solid. If I had to pick a worse kill, it would be the kill when, oh my god, let me see if I can find her name. I don't even know this bitch's name. When Kat, the person with the short hair who dies by getting her head bashed into a spear that's through a car seat. I hated that kill, actually. I thought it was so fucking dumb when that happened. I don't know why. I just like, it just wasn't a kill that, you know, I actually thought it was really stupid when it happened. I don't know. Other than that, I really like the kills in this movie. My personal favorite would probably be the end kill. Oh, you want to get a last laugh out of something? That's how you know they found their ground with these movies. That's how you know. The final kill in this movie is absolute comedy. If you don't laugh at that kill, you have no sense of humor. I'm sorry. The kill that I also really like was the elevator kill. First of all, the practical effects were very good. But second of all, it wasn't funny, but it was made funny by that guy just screaming. I don't know why. To me, it was just hilarious. But yeah, that kill as a whole, I really like. The kill with the little kid, not little kid, the teenager that gets killed because he claps at some pigeons. I was like, dude, really? It's funny. It's a good kill. The practical, they did that practically, dude. Awesome, awesome stuff. But it's just a funny kill.
He's an idiot.
What the fuck? I just transported. Yeah, he was an idiot. But what was I gonna say? Another kill that. Oh, another kill that I find pretty for me is when these guys die clear because they set her up to be like the Sydney Prescott of Final Destination. First of all, if they had done that, I wouldn't mind it actually, because I actually think that this franchise could use something like that where you have a final girl that is consistently there. They don't have that, and I think Ali Larter could have carried it maybe for at least 2 more movies. Maybe, or maybe not 4, because she doesn't deserve to be in fucking Final Destination 4, but, you know, I think they could have done something good with that. But, you know, she does what she needs to do in this movie, and, it just sucks the way she dies. She dies like a chump. You know. What's another kill? The kill with the fence I thought was very good. Again, all practical. Fucking awesome. Ooh, excuse me. That was a really good kill. Practically done. They actually copy it in Final Destination. Oh, there I go again. They copy it in Final Destination 4. It's so badly, but again, once again, we'll get to it. What other kill am I forgetting? I don't think I'm forgetting any kill to my knowledge. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not forgetting a kill. And if I am, well, fuck me. That means it's not memorable, and I don't care about it. The story. I enjoy the story for what it is. I like the fact that they introduced that pregnant lady, and they say basically, oh, if she's born, then it basically undoes the whole plan for us to die. I actually enjoy that concept. That's a pretty cool concept for this franchise. You know, I think that's actually really interesting. What else? If you ask me, Claire, I would have just stood in that cell. I'm sorry, bro. You ain't getting me out of that cell. Especially the fact that I can't die, and you're telling me, oh yeah, so you need my help. Fuck no. You got yourself into that mess? Oh, tough shit. What else? I think that's it. The end. Oh, the end. The ending. Not the funny part. The ending itself is okay, I guess. This is when they started making the final girls X-Men, and I really did not. But you know what? It's a Final Destination movie, and again, it's not as bad as 4. Kevin, favorite kill?
I gotta go with Roy, because he was just there, he was chilling, and all of a sudden, big explosion, and then you have the fence just slice right through him, cut clean. That shit was cool, especially with the practical effects they did to get that shit done. That was cool.
Least favorite kill, good sir.
Fuck. I don't know. I can't really think of one. Probably Claire and Eugene. Because, you know, those 2 characters were probably
And
the most
Eugene, I feel like they were setting Eugene up for something, and towards the 3rd act, he kind of just, you know, disappears. I don't know. That was a bit disappointing for me. How? Because I really feel like, oh, another thing that I liked how they introduced the concept that you can't kill yourself. Like, you can't avoid death by killing yourself. I really like that. That's a really cool concept. They throw that shit out the way in the fourth movie, but I really enjoy that concept. That's a cool concept. But yeah, I think that will do it. Final Destination 2 is, again, one of my personal favorites of the franchise. I don't really have many personal favorites in this franchise. Most of these movies, I view them as the first horror franchise that I really got into. I would say Scream, but I didn't really get into the movies until later, when I realized that the Scream movies are not scary whatsoever. So yeah, Final Destination for me was the first real big franchise I got into, and it's always had a place in my heart. But again, that's gonna do it, I think. Look out Friday. Oh no, Wednesday. Oh my god. For our Final Destination 3 review. I'm sure that'll be fun. And then on Friday, we will be giving you our Final Destination 4 review. Oh my god. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I know shit is who's popping out, and you know, showing some support. I really enjoy you guys, and please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, and look out for our reviews of the rest of the Final Destination movies, and of course, stay safe. See ya.